You are listening to the Food Scientist Podcast. I am your host, Amy Zajac. I am here with Danny Sussman.
With a big smile on my face.
And Brian Pierce.
Hi, everyone.
Who's still wearing a headband we'll talk about momentarily.
It's a bad week.
Just the theme of the show is Peep Show.
It's episode 69.
And we did a Peep Show if you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Go watch the videos, folks.
Surprise to no one, Brian is sad.
And when you go watch our video, subscribe. Just follow us everywhere on social media. We like that.
Yeah.
Do you have social media? Search for Food Scientist Podcast. You'll find us.
You'll find it. Hey, if you can't find us, go to foodscientist.net. We link you right there.
If you're not good at the finding thing, we'll point you there.
Yeah.
You can also call us at 402-986-3663, which is actually 402 Yum Food.
You can also text us if you think that we're
handsome. Oh, yeah, you can text that number. It does.
Oh, okay, neat.
Steve from Zeus texted somebody.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're handsome.
Talk about a wrong number.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yes.
So we'll have our...
I just have to say, someone threatened to call that to tattle on me.
They should. Why didn't you encourage them?
No, they just want to say, Brian's not eating enough junk food.
That's fine. We should know.
Before we derail too much.
We're your friends. We're here
We've
for
had
you.
a lot of sugar, Amy. Good luck again.
We will have our food to talk, which is comprised of news, experience, and whatever else. Then we'll get to the meat of the podcast.
The Peep
Show.
Oh, I'm so glad they don't have meat peeps.
We try. Oh, they might.
Meats.
We've had meat cereal, so it's...
We had
Next
13
year.
different kinds of peeps, and we'll list them all later.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had some more uniquely flavored potato chips from Walker's.
Such a bad
Walker's
week.
British. We call them Condiment
That's the
Chips.
same brand that the meat chips from last week came from.
And we'll end on a new M&M.
Which sounds exciting.
Yep.
We'll find out.
So, as the host, I am once again bereft of news or experience because my mind is a total blank after the Peep Show.
You shared something with us on our own private channels.
Oh, right, about the
intended to just rile me up, I'm assuming.
Those chips?
No, what the monsters do in St. Louis to their bagels.
Oh.
I thought you were going to share that.
Okay.
I
didn't share that, but that's okay.
That's fine. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about St. Louis style bagels.
That was all the rage in social media this week.
Do you know what St. Louis style bagels are, folks?
No, the bagels are the same. It's what they do to them.
The way they serve them.
Yeah.
They slice them in many slices like you slice a loaf of bread. Not sliced in half or cut in half. It's just...
Now, someone made
worse
an
than
argument.
Minnesota cutting
well,
them down.
It would make sense if you have a bunch of different cream cheese flavors and you want to try different things.
Or if you have 10 different kinds of bagels and you only want to eat one bagel, then you have a slice of each.
If you want to try a bunch of different cream cheese flavors, you know what you do? Get a spoon.
Or don't smear it on your entire bagel.
Just get a spoon and just have a spoonful.
Yeah, but this is easier. This would be easier.
I'm getting rid of the whole bagel part. Just eat a spoonful of cream cheese and move on.
Some people have, control and don't do that.
Oh. Would you rather just have the spoonfuls or would you slice?
I'd have the spoonfuls.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's wrong.
Amy, what would you do?
I don't like cream cheese on a bagel, so I would have a spoonful of cream cheese.
Yeah, even Amy would have spoonfuls of cream cheese. So Amy
I don't really like cream cheese. I like certain flavored cream cheeses.
I don't like it either. I'm just saying.
I like it for cooking and baking, though.
But, sometimes when you buy, like at work, we'll have bagels brought in. We have all these different flavors, like the strawberry or the honey walnut or whatever. And it's like, I'm not going to eat
those
10
are
bagels.
BS bagels. You should boycott
tell
those.
You something, though. I'm surprised the St. Louis slice is not here in Minnesota, given the Minnesotans' love of not finishing things. It would make it so easy to take everything but one last little slice.
You know what? Think about this. The end piece and how nasty that is.
Yeah. No one wants that.
No, nobody wants that.
It's the butt of the bagel.
Do you not like the crust of the bread?
I do like
that kind of loaf of bread? Some people
do.
want the heel.
I don't eat the butt.
But that's... No, you do not want the butt of the bagel. Also, when you slice it that way, in the middle you get two sad pieces.
If the bagel has a proper hole.
Yeah. You get two,
If the bagel has a proper hole, some of them don't.
Yeah.
And then that's not a bagel, that's an atrocity.
It's kind of divoted in and not completely separated.
Now, if it was a bialy, that's different. That shouldn't have a hole. Anyways, monsters.
Yeah, don't slice a bagel.
Do you have news,
bread.
Brian?
I do. I have all these random apps that I just download because sometimes there are coupons. The most prominent one is Dairy Queen with their D coupons. But something happened right before we did our live stream. Something popped up that never popped up before from Burger King. And I'm like, I have the Burger King app? Okay. And it told me, congrats, you just won a BK triple stacker, which is a triple cheeseburger with bacon for 3 cents. I have no idea.
Is that really winning?
For 3 cents a triple, 3 cents.
This is the man who ate 60 McNugget or nuggets, not McNuggets.
I'm
nuggets.
actually, you know what? I'm not bothered by his eating 60 nuggets in the challenge. I'm actually more bothered by this was the man who ate 30 just to see if he had been damaged by eating 60.
He also ate almost 40 cold ones that were week old.
I ate 30 like a champ after the fact. I got back on that horse and I rode.
That's what bothers me right there.
He was strengthening his chewing muscles because he said
because that was no problem. I think we know what I did. Go back and watch the video, the 100 Nugget Challenge.
I have fake news.
Oh, I want to hear that
because that's all the rage these days. Hostess published fake news on their own Instagram.
They do that. The other snackies have done that too.
So apparently Kraft has new unicorn mac and cheese coming out.
Oh no!
Where the noodles are just shaped like unicorns. Okay. The other's mac and cheese. But Hostess posted a picture of unicorn Twinkies, which were just Twinkies that had like rainbow cream inside.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
like
fake.
just colored or like that horrible tart blue. Okay.
But
so it's like rainbow colored. It's Roy G. Biv in the middle.
Yeah, except it was fake. They're like, unicorn mac and cheese got nothing on Twinkies, and then their hashtags are just kidding, LOL, etc.
Well, it is April Fool's Day.
But it wasn't when they published this.
Yeah.
But they also, I will say, published a picture of a Twinkie St. Louis slice.
Oh no! They sliced it like a Snickers.
Yes.
You know what? Last time I had a Snickers bar, a little one, I sliced it all up and I was going to share the picture with Danny to show him I was eating it the way they did in the 50s and 60s.
Mm-hmm. Well, or how they advertised it.
Their caption on that was, well, of course bagels should never be loaf sliced. They are cream fillingless. Bagel people, we invite you over to the Twinkie side. I don't think a bagel or a loaf sliced Twinkie. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I have news here as well.
Okay.
Now
Not fake news.
This is real news. We have a new M&M tonight. We can say it's the White Chocolate Marshmallow. Mm-hmm. I say tonight, today, this afternoon, morning, whenever you're listening to this. We have that we'll be talking about. There is a new M&M coming out mid-April.
What is it?
I'm surprised it took them this long. It is hazelnut spread M&M. Not Nutella, didn't get the rights, but hazelnut spread.
You remember we had those European hazelnut M&Ms, which they mixed in with peanuts to cut down on the cost of hazelnut.
Not hazelnut spread.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this is going to be a Nutella flavor. I don't think it's going to be great, to be honest.
I was in a store earlier today looking at the hazelnut Snickers and just recalling that sadly.
Yeah, it's just going to make me want Nutella more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we move on to why we're all sugar crashing now?
I know, seriously.
13 kinds of Peeps, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
There's a total of 15 flavors, not counting the sugar-free available.
And Brian's wearing a headband with Peeps on. It's stuffed Peeps, not marshmallows.
Chicks on my head.
Yeah, Brian's got 2 chicks.
Got chick ears.
Yeah.
Brian has 2 chicks.
At the same time.
On my head, yep.
It's episode 69, so it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And Danny got him the chicks.
I did. He's my wingman.
I'm a good friend.
Because chickens have wings.
But then you eat the nuggets.
I will say that.
Amy! She said something funny.
I know. It's 69 episodes for those of you who were betting when it would happen. The 069 is your winner.
Watch the video, folks, for more antics like this.
They're so mean.
For Brian loving the Peeps.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'll admit, I pouted that whole video. I was not enjoying myself.
No. I got a text message during you saying we should smile more. But not during the Peep Show.
Brian really wasn't smiling.
No.
So let's go. We start. We had. Let me just list all the ones we had.
Yeah.
We did them in like the regular, so the traditional regular yellow Peep.
Which we didn't bring it. And when we say all of these flavors, we didn't get into shapes or colors.
Right. These are all the.
Oh yeah, because the colored ones. That's dumb.
Color doesn't.
They don't taste different.
Right. The colors don't taste different. The shapes don't taste different.
With the regular, we had just the basic traditional. Then there was chocolate covered, and then there's what they call a delight, which is chocolate on the bottom.
Dipped.
Excuse me. Then
but
we
not
have
covered. Yeah.
Well, one was.
Well,
covered.
the bottom is covered. So
the
dipped
delight.
is,
the delight is.
Then
dipped,
we had
not
more
covered.
delights, which vanilla, orange cream, coconut, and chocolate with creamy caramel filling.
Yeah, that was different.
And then we just went on to the other special ones: sour watermelon, fruit punch, blue raspberry, cotton candy, party cake, and pancake and syrup.
Oh.
Guys, we had 13 Peeps each.
And
we
lived.
And we didn't even have all of them also available, but not on the podcast.
Danny has
tonight.
a pile of Peep head.
I do. I only ate the tail. And so not on the podcast.
He left the head for someone else.
Are the strawberry. There's a strawberry delight.
Right, there's 2 we did not get.
And a root beer float.
I kind of want to try the root beer float.
Yeah.
We did last year.
Yeah.
I want to try it again. My memories.
And we had that Neapolitan Phil one last year too.
Yeah.
Ooh, glad that one didn't.
Okay, so do we want to start at the top? You just want to talk.
Let's do that. Let's get through this. We have a lot to go through.
Do we want to talk about all of them? Just want to call out our favorites.
Well, let's just say in general, Peeps, this is what I don't like about Peeps. It's a marshmallow to begin with. Boring. And then you have it with that crunchy sugar.
I love the texture from the crystal.
I hate the texture. It's like eating sugar right out of the sugar bowl. Even I'm saying that's too much.
I'm on the record, right? I prefer my Peeps roasted. Mm-hmm. We had all of these as Peeps.
These were nice and fresh, soft sashimi, marshmallows. Yeah, they weren't stale.
But they were still sashimi. They were still served raw.
Yeah.
And they are better cooked.
I will say this. The special flavors, not the delight ones, but the other ones, the sour watermelon, the fruit punch, the pancake syrup, etc., their aromas are so strong. You open the package and you're hit in the face with whatever it says it is.
Yes, absolutely. All of those special ones had a except for the party cake. I don't think that had.
Yeah, that was too bland.
And also, the one thing they do have going for them, though, is that they don't have the crunchy sugar. They have more of a powdery, like I was calling it like Fun Dip or Pixie Stick.
It's a finer sugar.
It is. So that helps them. The blue raspberry one, it tastes a lot like a Charms blue raspberry sucker. Mm-hmm. That one I actually kind of liked.
And I was surprised. I liked the sour watermelon better than I remembered last year. It was kind of like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah. They do these better than the other ones. Now, with the exception of the party cake, I thought it was interesting that they don't call it birthday cake. But then you eat it, and it's like, oh, this is just a white cake. So imagine eating white cake with no frosting.
Yeah, if you want a cake and frosting flavor, I would have the vanilla delight. That tasted like the can of frosting.
If you want a cake and frosting flavor, I would have a cake and
yes!
frosting.
Preach.
That's why you're the host.
I didn't say if you wanted cake and frosting. I said if you want something flavored with cake and frosting.
Yeah. Now, I will say this, kind of jumping back. The chocolate-covered Peep was a different experience, I thought, completely from everything else.
Yeah.
This was actually almost good, too, because it was a creamy marshmallow. It wasn't stale.
And it reminded me a lot of the taste of the pinwheel cookies, which are basically chocolate-covered marshmallows.
Even softer
with
than that, I would say. Creamier than even those, I think.
That was good. Look for those. Those come individually wrapped, where everything else is like 4, 5, 15, 20, a million Peeps to a package. That's one per package in a little yellow bag.
The fruit punch to me smelled like Kool-Aid.
Tahitian treat, my friends.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm just letting you know.
But I love Tahitian treat. Do you like Tahitian treat? Have you?
Not really. Not so much.
You don't indulge in the treat?
Not. I would if offered, but
if I had Kool-Aid, I would.
No, not Kool-Aid.
Oh, gotcha.
Tahitian treat.
You in the cans?
Oh,
you're not familiar with the treat?
I am actually. Now that you said that, I was still stuck on Kool-Aid.
Comes in 2-liter bottles.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Bright red. Yeah.
Bright, same color red as these things.
The other unique thing, the chocolate caramel filled ones. I was not expecting that. The caramel was good. I mean, the rest was bad. It was a Peep. But
and
the
it's
caramel,
well filled. It's not just a little bit.
I was expecting a little dab of like chewy, crusty old caramel, but this was very soft.
They nailed it. I enjoyed that one very much.
They did what
Again,
they were
I only ate
expecting.
the tail, so.
Yeah. It took away from it being a Peep a little bit.
Also, the coconut dipped in chocolate.
I was not thrilled with that one.
I love all things coconut.
Okay.
So I was a
I
fan.
like coconut.
So
but
many of them taste like you're eating a sponge. Now that one, the flavor was fine, but like the texture is
I
just.
don't eat sponges, Brian.
Yeah, really?
You
You eat sponge candy.
Yes, and I eat sponge cake, but I don't eat actual sponges.
Well,
really never even okay.
not even like
No.
you're just like doing the dishes and
Yeah,
you're
like
I
this
wonder
is
what
like,
this thing.
The
tastes
dog
like.
got that once and seemed to enjoy it. I wonder.
Really? Never?
Nope.
Have you ever eaten a sponge, Brian?
I may have chewed on.
Really?
Yeah, styrofoam.
What kind of
Not
animal are
styrofoam,
you?
yeah.
Like a puppy?
Maybe a little bit. I was teething. Yeah.
I've never eaten a sponge. Like it's disgusting.
Really?
What's
I've
wrong?
never swallowed a sponge.
Anyway,
You eat packing peanuts.
So do you.
Yeah, only,
But I did it
Only
first.
with
I'll
you.
give that. Yeah, that's true.
so long ago we mentioned something about what was your favorite? You want to say?
Of the regular,
Of all the Peeps we
I'm going
had.
to go by categories.
Oh, I can't do that.
The regular chocolate covered and like plain old delight chocolate covered. Of the delights, it's close between the chocolate caramel and the coconut, but I know what you two will pick, so I'm going to pick the coconut. And of the specialty flavors, I'm going to go with the fruit punch.
So you're so wrong on what I'm going to pick, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm not the only one. I'm going to say the one that I liked the most was the blue raspberry and leave it at that.
I'll do categories. Of the regulars, I'd go with the chocolate covered. Though I do like a good basic. Of the delights, I'm going with vanilla because I love the vanilla frosting flavor.
That did taste just like a scoop of frosting.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
And of the others, it's a toss-up for me between fruit punch and sour watermelon.
Okay, which one is the worst?
Okay, the one that we didn't talk about yet.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the new
pancake.
The new
the one we were looking
Yeah.
forward to the most.
Yeah,
smells like
because we knew
fake
it would
maple
be.
syrup.
Yeah, the
I
pancake
had
and
hope
maple
for
syrup.
I really had hope for
I
pancake
knew
and
this was
maple
going to be
syrup.
terrible. I
And this
knew
was
it.
so aromatic, more so than the others.
Yes.
I thought for sure these two would smell them as I had opened them.
Yeah, I'm
and they-
surprised we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so bad. It was such low quality syrup and pancake flavor.
I will say this: Peeps are fake marshmallow, and this was fake syrup, and those two should not collide.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
you've
don't know
ever.
that Peeps are fake marshmallow.
They are fake marshmallow.
Okay.
It's like a marshmallowy thing, but they're not. Like, the distance between a Peeps marshmallow and like a homemade proper marshmallow is so far.
Well, anything versus homemade of
yeah.
anything.
No, but like a
like
homemade...
a store-bought caramel versus a homemade caramel.
No, but I'm just
Homemade's
saying,
gonna
like,
win.
like a homemade marshmallow versus a store-bought marshmallow, you can see how they're cousins.
Homemade.
Then when you, like, get into the Peep world, like, it's so far from that.
No, not
Especially when you roast it and the thing just, like, you show a Peep heat and it liquefies, which makes it lovely in roast Peep, but also makes it not marshmallow. No,
I disagree because if you take the coating off these, they're just like a marshmallow.
They're
that you in the
marshmallows, yeah.
bags. Yeah.
I disagree.
They're marshmallows.
They're not exciting.
You're-
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad Peep season is over now. These are going to be in stores for a long time because they're always the last thing months after Easter is over.
So did we all agree that pancake was the worst?
Yeah, I agree.
By far. And that's saying something. To be the worst Peep? Ho ho!
Ooh.
And I like Peeps and I like maple syrup. I'm sorry, I'm eating our next thing we're talking
You
about.
are. I'm surprised.
I
But I do not like those Peeps.
Okay, so these, moving on, I think, we have these chips, again from England. They're the, gotta make sure I don't, they're Walkers.
Go ahead, host Brian.
Yeah,
Sugar
I
Crashers.
gotta make sure I don't call them something that's not a nice word in the UK.
With an N.
Yeah. Yeah, you two
These
like to
are-
torture me.
These are pretty swank chips.
These were tomato ketchup, Worcestershire, or Worcestershire, Worcester sauce, whatever, and Marmite.
Oh,
And the Marmite bag is, I don't know what it's doing.
I don't know what any of them are doing, to be honest.
But yeah,
Well,
so
the other bags are like your basic bag in different colors, but this has special stuff going on.
Now, last week you looked up, Danny, the ones that we had were some of the best-selling. Where do these rank?
These were not in the best-selling.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
But if I have to look it up again.
Oh.
Some of them were towards the top, though.
I mean, I could maybe see the tomato ketchup. This tasted a lot like ketchup.
It was, for a ketchup chip, it's one of the better ones.
I would even say that, and I don't like ketchup, so I didn't like the chips, but all the ketchup chips, it was probably, if you like it, you're probably going to like this one right up there.
Yeah, I actually, these flavors did make the Wikipedia. It didn't list the most common flavors, but it did talk about how every flavor of Walker's chip has a different colored bag. And these are popular enough to point out the purple bag of the Worcestershire sauce and the Worcester sauce. And the black bag of the Marmite, which I think is probably the most fitting color for it.
And not only is the Marmite bag black, there's
like death.
Landmarks spewing out from the center. I mean, seriously, it's the starburst with buildings
but it's
and
a British
cars
flag.
and just
It's
all
a
sorts
British.
of stuff.
It's like when the Death Star exploded.
But it's nothing like the other ones.
No, it's not. No, the other ones are just pretty plain wrappers. This one has a lot going on. But do either of you like Worcestershire sauce?
On its own, usually no. I mean, you use it to make barbecue sauce and meatloaf and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not one to chug condiments.
But when that's the flavor on something...
I was surprised that it was actually pretty good on the potato chip. Or at least better than I thought it would
Brian's eyes almost fell out of his head.
These were horrible! These are so bad.
The other ones were bad.
These were terrible.
These weren't like a punch of Worcester.
Yeah, they were just a punch.
They were a little bit.
The tomato ketchup, like I said, they were the most ketchupy.
I'm going to make my own barbecue sauce with the ketchup and the Worcestershire chip.
Okay, while you do that, we're going to talk about the chip. So, the ketchup ones, they were ketchupy.
Yeah,
they were without movie. The Worcester sauce, you hated them?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think they were that bad. I mean...
I didn't think they were that good.
I mean, but do you like that sauce?
It's okay, but this was so strong.
These were very strong, I will say.
Yeah.
They were so strong that after the Marmite,
it was
I went for these just because I knew that they were strong enough to cover up the Marmite.
It was like chugging it from the bottle.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no.
I've never chugged it from the bottle.
I mean, it's like if they were flavored like A1 steak sauce, Yeah. That I don't need that strong of a flavor.
And if your steak needs sauce, just get a better steak. Don't use that sauce.
Yes.
Okay, having them together was better than I thought it would be. It doesn't taste like barbecue sauce, but it was not bad.
No.
But because the ketchup ones are kind of sweet, so that would balance.
The Marmite.
No.
There's only the three of us. I think we didn't like them. Yet the studio cat
I did get one.
Came running, grabbed one out of the bag, took off with it, and ate
not out of the bag.
She took it out of my hand. I did the thing where I thought, oh, she's not going to like this. I'll let her sniff it. And then she grabbed it and ran with it and ate it all. The chip, not a whole bag.
Big chip
one
too.
chip.
Yeah, like.
And then Studio Cat's owner, me, was like, uh-oh, can a cat have a potato chip? I never give her this kind of food.
Well.
Yeah, because I didn't know what these were before we started, but so I was kind of sent away while Amy was taking pictures of these, and I just saw her open this bag from the other side of the studio, and the face she made, I was like, no.
Yeah,
it was bad enough that Brian said, sometimes... If you watch our live stream, you'll watch us taste them, and we'll often play Let's Make Brian Guess What These Are. He was like, today I'm not playing a guessing game. I want to know what they are right away.
I was going to have another one just because I kind of forgot what the taste was, but I'm just sniffing it now.
No.
I have to.
Yeah. It's
like an accident that you have to look at when you're driving by.
It's definitely... I originally said it was the worst chip we'd had that I remembered. The masala chips.
Yeah, those are so much worse.
The masala chips were so much better.
They were worse. No, they were worse.
We have at least one listener on my side.
Right. Well, these are in the running.
These taste like moldy feet.
I've never licked moldy feet.
Well, take it from Brian.
Yeah.
He's had all sorts of
I'm very flexible.
Yeah. I'm also going to try another one because we have a game to play.
I know,
It will get the sugar taste out of your mouth because let me tell you, doing these types of Peeps tastings twice, the sugar flavor lasts. Multiple brushings of teeth and everything.
I know, I said before we recorded, my teeth feel so scummy right now from all of this. Oh!
Last year when we did the Peeps tasting, I swear my mouth tasted like sugar for 2 days. And that was including brushing, flossing, gargling, eating, repeating.
Okay, so we are going to play our game of FMK, Frolic with, Marry, or Kill, with these 3 chips. The tomato ketchup, the Worcester sauce, and the Marmite. This is not a fun week for me to play this game.
Really? I think it should be easy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for me. I can go.
Go for it, Amy. I'm retasting.
I think it should be pretty obvious at this point. Since I actually like the Worcester chips, I'm going to marry them. It's a flavor I can deal with for a commitment. The ketchup I will frolic with. Because even though I like ketchup, I don't love ketchup potato chips. Though they're not bad, they're just ketchup. I'm killing the Marmite chips. That was such an easy decision on the Marmite chips.
Brian?
Yeah, okay. So, this is a tough one for me.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to kill the Worcestershire sauce ones. Yeah. Because they were just so bad. They were just so bad, so strong too. It's
Don't kill my spouse.
I'm sorry, your
You've been playing this game for 69 minutes, and that's the one you care about.
Yeah, your spouse is loud and obnoxious. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that means
Don't you hate that, by the way, when like a friend marries somebody who's loud and obnoxious?
Yeah, my friend Renee did that.
Yeah, I was going to say, or when you have a friend who's loud and obnoxious.
I walked right into that.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna get fan mail someday. Okay, so that means more by default. I'm gonna marry the Marmite.
What?
Yeah,
not?
Trust me, I don't want to do it, but her dad has a shotgun, and we're going down the aisle that way. Well, you know what?
You know what is the one he had the most of?
Yeah, I was in Europe.
I was watching. Like seriously, has he resampled the others?
No, not.
He just keeps going back to the well.
Studio Cat influence you?
Maybe. But yeah, there's the international appeal, so maybe we'll travel somewhat.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah.
Or you have more to say?
Yeah, because I still need to frolic with the tomato ketchup.
Yeah, you do.
Because you know what, there's a little sweetness there. There's a little something there. I'm not going to be happy with any of these choices being married, but I can have a temporary fun with the tomato ketchup.
All right.
It's your turn.
My turn. I'm going to kill the Marmite for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of it is going to come down to the packaging.
Okay.
I'm going to read you off of the package what I'm doing. So I am going to frolic with the Worcestershire sauce. Why? We Brits love to add a dash of Worcestershire sauce to pretty much anything. It brings out the best in any food, especially Walker's Crisps. Sounds like a frolic, right?
Sure.
And now do you want to know what I'm going to marry?
Well, there's only one left.
Yeah. Ketchup. Inspired for the Brits' love for the red stuff, a squirt, drizzle, blob, or a coating, nothing beats a dash of tomato ketchup. Sign me up for a squirt, drizzle, blob, or coating, my friends.
It always says tomato ketchup. Are there other ketchups?
Yes.
Have you had cucumber ketchup?
I've had banana ketchup in the Caribbean.
Really?
I've had
just called it banana sauce.
No, it's ketchup, like tomato ketchup with bananas mixed in. In Jamaica, I've had jerk ketchup.
Well, that I can see, but I meant ketchup without tomatoes.
Well, that's the clarification, is if you're in a place, there's curry ketchup.
Does it still have tomato?
Yes, but
so those are flavored ketchup.
But this would be, just for example, most places call a plain pizza a cheese pizza. Although nearly all pizzas have cheese on
Because
them.
even here in the U.S., the major brands say tomato ketchup versus a cucumber ketchup, or like, can you make ketchup out of another vegetable?
I've had pickle salsa.
Well, yeah.
Like, it had no tomatoes in it.
Right. Salsa's a method, not a
Okay, now,
tomato thing.
Reading the package on the Marmite, though, you might change your mind. Because what that says is packaged in a protective atmosphere. That sounds like a nice, safe product to me.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm going to go with the, just the drip.
All right.
The dash.
I guess the Marmite's coffin can be a protective atmosphere.
Yeah, if I need a protective layer, I'm going to pick death.
All right, so yeah, these. So the only thing that could have saved me this week was M&M's, which you would think would be.
But they're marshmallow flavored M&M's.
Not just marshmallow white chocolate.
Well, yeah, I don't know that you could do a marshmallow flavored regular chocolate.
Oh, sure you could.
We could do chocolate covered marshmallow, but not the whole
you were
thing.
just throwing marshmallow M&M's all over the studio.
The whole thing to be marshmallow flavored.
Yeah, so this white chocolate marshmallow, it's a dull flavor covering a dull flavor.
It just tastes like white chocolate.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, I was like, I think I know what the candy coating tastes like.
Yeah. When the candy coating is the best thing?
Bad. I will say this had like a weird dual texture.
I think that's just these are a little bit bigger. So I think the shell is a little thicker, and I think that might be what you're sensing.
Either way.
Yeah, M&M.
Go home, you're drunk.
Yeah. I mean, okay, the hazelnut spread, at least that's something that, I don't think it's going to be great, but it's going to have flavor at least.
I'm just taking a minute here. I want to say something. How great are just regular peanut M&Ms?
Yeah.
They're good.
Hey, I recently said, I don't know if on this podcast, but in like real life, as a kid, I really did not appreciate them much.
I did not either.
As I need to. Yeah.
And now here's a question. Think about this. The regular, originally called plain, now called milk chocolate M&M. Mm-hmm. Then the peanut M&M, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now think of all the other M&M varieties. Are any of them like substantially better than those two?
Better than? No.
Peanut butter.
Well, I do like peanut butter, but I don't know if it's better than. It's just good.
I would say better than. I would say the almond is quite good. The pretzel is quite good.
Oh, that's right. I do like the pretzel.
The crisp, I don't know if they even make those right now. I would say, I won't say that most of those are better. The peanut butter is better.
Because if they just went back to two varieties, like which ones would... Actually... I could understand people missing peanut butter, although the hair on that M&M character really bothers me. I love it, but...
Don't go there.
Yeah, we know that you had that little figurine for a while. It
was around here somewhere.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta say, if I had to pick, I would pick a lot of the special flavors or the special kinds over the regular. Just because the regular ones get a little boring after a while.
See, I don't know, like
it's a good
peanut M&Ms.
Standard, though.
I just can go back to them, and like you're never like disappointed. Like they just always work for me.
I am kind of surprised they don't make a variety pack. Like one package with various kinds of M&Ms in there.
I wonder how...
Or even a variety pack of the various flavored peanut M&Ms, because we've had a lot of those.
Yeah, those too.
Because, yeah, you know what? How would you feel if you had like a handful and all of a sudden you came across a mint?
Well, I think they would have to have different mashups. Mm-hmm. Like maybe 3 or 4 different kinds, and they kind of rotated how they... package them. I don't think mint would make the cut. I
think actually mint's the only one you probably need, because you could have the pretzel, you could have the crisp, you could have the traditional, you could have the peanut, the almond, the peanut butter all together, and I think that all goes.
Yeah, the mint is the one that would stand out. Yeah, we get on that M&Ms. We're giving you ideas.
M&M roulette.
Yeah, yeah.
Throw some Skittles in there.
No.
That's the best.
That's the April Fool's Day right
best.
there.
That is, yes. We're coming up on April Fool's Day.
It is April Fool's Day.
That is the best thing to do. Giant bag of M&Ms, small bag of Skittles, mix, put it out at work, let the laughter ensue.
I hate April Fool's Day. It is amateur hour to me.
I do agree with
it's
that.
It's the first day, well, it's today, but the first day of the work week.
You know what it's good for?
For a lot of people. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people.
I will say this. You know what April Fool's Day is good for? Figuring out which of your friends are not funny.
Yeah, but think they are.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think we're all crashing.
We are so crashing right now.
We're going to wrap up the podcast. We're going to say thank you for listening, and have a good week.
And we love you.
I love you all for listening.